Since the beginning of time, humans sat back and watched helplessly as awful ideas and people spread throughout our world, tainting history forever. Examples include the Black Plague, the spread of communism across Eastern Europe, and global warming, among many others.
College Park now faces a very similar problem.
Hey Vinny, where are you taking your parents out to dinner for family weekend?
I don't know. The only place I can think of is Lido's, but that's where we went last time.
Same here. I wish there was more quality restaurants in College Park. We have about 10 pizza places and no quality restaurants besides like one.
Wow, you're right. I really wish there were some more quality restaurants around here.
Pizza have been overtaking the College Park landscape, leaving students very few options of places to eat. For students who want a healthy meal or variance in their diet, this has become quite the problem.
Here you can see that the College Park area surrounding the University of Maryland has over 7 pizza places, accounting for roughly 1/3 of the restaurants available for students. These restaurants include many corporate names such as Papa John's, Domino's, and Blaze, as well as many local pizzerias.
There is currently an escalation of commitment bias. Although rent in these locations is drastically higher than others, the high demand that comes with a college town keeps profits high in these places in business.
As a result, very few restaurants go out of business or leave, allowing little room for new mom and pop businesses, as well as making it very hard for sit-down restaurants to sustain themselves.
For example, the Chipotle in College Park pays in between $30 to $35 in rent per square foot per annum, which is very comparable to the New York City Chipotles, which are averaging around $37 in rent per square foot. To put this in perspective, the Chipotle in Hyattsville, which is one town over from College Park, pays only $18 in rent per square foot.
Property value for restaurants in College Park is extremely high. This makes it difficult for non-commercial stores to set up shop in this area. The rise of the dining industry market has caused an economic shock that has adverse effects on mom and pop stores. This force of change has disabled new small businesses from being successful in College Park. All in all, in order to make College Park more food friendly, the university and city need to increase their involvement and help solve this problem. This idea is consistent with the beliefs of the students of College Park. Let's hear what they have to say. What are some things that could be added to College Park to make it a better environment?
I think there are a few things that could be added to College Park.
I think College Park could use more available parking.
I would say bars.
I think College Park can really use a concert venue. There's no location to host any sort of performer or anything, so I think that could definitely benefit College Park.
Pool.
I think College Park needs more shopping and places for people to hang out.
And the last thing is probably like more eating places and more diverse restaurants rather than just like the same old.
And better restaurants.
And most importantly, better quality food.
But I also wish we had more restaurants in College Park.
But more importantly, more high quality restaurants.
What do you think could be added to make College Park dining more desirable?
Probably a few more locations where I could sit down and eat with my family and or friends, like a more upscale, more casual dining experience.
Some nice sit-down restaurants.
Perfect. Yeah, I know when I bring my parents to College Park, we try to go out to eat, and all there is pizza places. And if we had more restaurants like Lido's or anything with more variety, it would be very useful to me and my parents.
We need like a wider variety of restaurants that are more unique and maybe more unique to College Park.
What are your thoughts on another pizza place?
I don't think College Park needs any more pizza places because there's already so many.
No more pizza places.
3, go.
I really don't think we need that.
Definitely don't need another one of those.
Do you think if more restaurants like Lido's were established, it would be beneficial to the community?
I think if there were more establishments like Lido's, it would definitely benefit the community. It would, one, make it more appealing for people to come to College Park, and two, it would provide places for you to take your family to eat.
Yeah, I know when I bring my parents to College Park, we try to go out to eat, and all there is pizza places. And if we had more restaurants like Lido's or anything with more variety, it would be very useful to me and my parents.
I think more restaurants like Lido's will make the community a lot better and bring us closer together because people can go and sit down and hang out with friends.
That sounds like a great idea.
In order to make a change in College Park area, the university needs to intervene. We plan to present to the University of Maryland a strategy to modify the business surroundings. The university would hope to get representation from the school to voice our plan to these local restaurant owners. Our plan includes the university's help to push the restaurants to change their business model. Places such as Pizza Kingdom have the space and ability to change from a primary late munchy-oriented restaurant into more of a sit-down restaurant feel. Doing this will increase revenue because there is an abundance of late-night pizza options and not many sit-down options. This will then give participating dining services more of a family atmosphere like Jason's or Lido's.
There is promise for future development. College Park studied the results of neighboring cities' policies towards expansion, such as Montgomery County's embracement of an anti-sprawl policy that favored walkable centers and transit hubs. The results can speak for themselves. 2 decades later, downtown Bethesda has high rises, pedestrians, and the sort of street-level retail and dining that most cities would envy. In reaction, College Park eventually enacted its own plan for development. The proposal, deemed Vision 2020, sought an ambitious plan calling for more and more types of housing, new retail to fill in Route 1's checkered blocks, and mass transportation to get people to and around College Park. 2 of the most notable advancements of this project have been the construction of a Whole Foods and the installation of a Nando's in downtown College Park.
Although this seems like a great idea, not everyone in College Park agrees. Current change fear that anti-sprawl and city restrictions will force them farther out of downtown area. In addition, many conservative politicians are skeptical of altering the current condition of CP. In order to sway the businesses to agree with our idea, we need to move through Lewin's 3-stage model. First, we need to unfreeze the status quo by using driving forces. We will do this by gaining the assistance of a university representative to aid us with pitching an idea to the local restaurants. We will also use our networks to help us push our ideas onto these restaurants. In order to do so, we will establish a few driving forces that will direct behavior away from the status quo. For example, we could get the school to reward businesses for sticking with the new business model by financing student deals and advertising their new business model. In order to move on to the next step, the school will have to implement restraining forces on the businesses such as Pizza Kingdom and Slices to hinder movement away from their new business model. The next step will be moving to a desired end state of creating a downtown-esque area where students along with community members can congregate. Getting the owners of these businesses to agree with our idea will be tough. However, we will make it clear that the university will provide incentives and assistance to them throughout the entire process. Lastly is refreezing the new change to make it permanent. This is when the support from the school and our own networks will prevent the business owners from reverting back to their old ways. While there still seems to be so many positives, there are still 2 major fallbacks. What if the business model does not work and the business actually fails? Or what if we cannot get a representative from the school to vouch for our idea? If we successfully go through Lewin's 3-stage model, we will hopefully not have to deal with these fallbacks. In order to install and maintain our plan, we will need a leader or leaders who embody traits of both transformational and transactional leaders.
There's a certain quality to the vibe and energy that is Sodo Sopa. From the independent merchants and unique cafes to the rustic charm of a mixed-income crowd. Where else can you let loose your wild side while still being a part of helping the local economy? And now, a chance to own a piece of this most exciting area of South Park. Announcing the Lofts at Sodo Sopa. 2,000 square foot flats that put you right in the heart of it all. After a night out eating and shopping in Sodo Sopa, just take a few steps and you're home. With modern styling, these lofts are sleek, sexy, and oh so Sodo Sopa. And for those very privileged few, the most private and exclusive ownership opportunities here. Announcing the residences at the lofts at Sodo Sopa. Now you can have access to luxury refined while still just steps away from the action. These finely appointed residences all feature state-of-the-art finishes and balconies with views of historic Kenny's house. It's a place to laugh, it's a place to gather, a place to mingle with people of all economic classes. And now, it's a place to live. Sodo Sopa, welcome home.